Hello, good people. I welcome you once again to this very episode. I remain your friend Fidel de Castro, aka the Inspired Castro. It feels very terrible because I want to say this categorically, from empirical evidences available on the ground that Labour Party is now the most persecuted political party in Nigeria. I will show you this video, and after the video, go nowhere, for which I'll give you a lot more revelations.
Because said today I announced the new DG. The party did. Their campaign strategy has not changed. It remains the same thing. Trying to say a new Nigeria is possible. We can build a new Nigeria. We can build a new Nigeria where Nigerians are happy, where Nigerians have a means of livelihood and live in their nation, hopefully that things will get better. Because hope is what drives every process. Today we have a sense of hopelessness. Like I said earlier, that people live in IDP camp in their country. It shouldn't be. Once they remain in IDP, we're in IDP. And you have seen a series of bad news all over the place. On this month, a young lady who went to work was raped and killed in Jos, capital of one of our states. And on Christmas Day, another one was gunned down in Lagos, and kidnapped and killings and everything is all over the place. So we can't continue this way.
Your Excellency, the national chairman talked about your party being under attack. Just how severe is this issue?
Well, you can see it. I didn't want to, because the chairman have mentioned it, I didn't want to mention it. We got one of our women leaders in Kaduna was killed in cold blood in her house. Same thing happened to a house member contesting election in Imo State, and in several other places. You have party members who are campaigning, complaining, and everything. But because it's affecting Nigerians as well, I don't want to isolate it to just Labour Party. It is a problem of our country today that we need to deal with as quickly as possible, where Nigerians can be secure, hopeful, in living in their own country.
Excellency, I have two questions for you. Number one is that we remember there was a time in this country that a president, a Samuel president, went outside and called Nigeria into slavery. And a lot of persons say that was demarketing Nigeria. Now there you have said that Nigeria is more or less an IDP camp because Nigerians are living in IDP camps in their own country. One, some persons will consider that demarketing. The other leg of the question is, if you consider these days poll, it places you more or less at a disadvantage ahead of 2023 general election. What is your reaction?
Which poll?
This day.
They didn't say poll, they say projection. Go and read it. Projection is different from poll. Poll is when you ask actual people. Projection is when you imagine. So it's two different things.
On the youth.
So on the youth, and what you said, there are two different things. I didn't say Nigerians are lazy. I didn't say they're unproductive. I never use that word. Nigerians are very hardworking people. Nigerians want opportunity to work. Nigerian youth are energetic and talented and can compete with youth globally. I've been in that space. What I say is that as long as Nigerians are suffering, every Nigerian is suffering. You cannot live, you can't be a rich man in a poor environment. So if somebody, I said, as long as they're home, if they're not in their houses, Nigeria is not in their houses. That's not the marketing. Because I've said it before, as long as there's insecurity in the Northeast, there's insecurity in Nigeria. As long as there's insecurity in the Northwest, there's insecurity in Nigeria. As long as there's insecurity in Southeast, there's insecurity in Nigeria. The same thing. Just like I always say, at this present, if you say, yes, the highest number of people without job are in the north. The highest number of out of school children are in the north. But Nigeria has the highest number of jobless people. It doesn't matter where they reside, because they're Nigerians. And the job of government is to care for all. The highest number of out of school children is Nigeria. It doesn't matter where they come from, because they're Nigerians. The same thing what I said about IDP is not the same as classifying that they're lazy. So I will never demarcate Nigeria.
More by volunteers. And there is the issue of people saying that the 2023 election will require a great amount of funding. Are you challenged in any way, given the fact that you have volunteers and funding?
You know, if you read what I've said about the issue of structure, you know, I've said that what we are trying to dismantle is the structure that have created poverty. So don't go there again. The structure, the volunteer are people who wants to take back their country and freed from oppression, freed from producing more poverty. The only thing we have made a success of is throwing people into poverty. It's bringing suffering upon Nigerians. It's making Nigerians unhealthy. That is what we want to reverse. And it will be driven by all of you here. If you don't, remember, it's about your children. It's about you. The society we are building today will take its revenge on all of us tomorrow. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
I love the last statement of His Excellency, Mr. Greg Repito, his last statement. The society you're building today will take a revenge on all of us tomorrow. Going back to the attacks on the Labour Party members, some Labour Party faithful, you will believe with me that the failure of our political leaders to have invested on education is one of the cardinal reasons why we are having all these crises, attacks on political parties. We have had it in the past where opposition parties attack each other, attack their members, kill them and all of that. Now it is Labour Party. Which way are we heading to? According to Thomas Jefferson, education is the best friend. An educated man is respected everywhere. It is not compulsory you must be a professor or a PhD holder. Let us vote in a leader who has conscience, a leader with a conscience that can actually invest in education to at least develop the faculties of the minds of many Nigerians. So that a lot of people will run away from political thuggery. A lot of people will run away from other social vices and begin to think on, deliberate on what to do with their lives, beautiful things they can do with their lives. You can imagine what is happening in Nigeria of today. I will say this again and again and again. A new Nigeria is possible, but we cannot do it alone. Get your PVC, talk to your family, talk to one person, then let that person talk to another person. That is the way to go about it. I remain your friend, Fidel De Castro. Remember what I said. How much do you think that will be given to you for you to sell your conscience? How much do you think that will be given to you for you to sell the future of your unborn children? Vote your conscience. Vote a credible man. Vote rightly. Hope to see you soon. Bye for now.